Highcliff Castle ruins.
Dear John Queen Dear John Queen
Buffing, and more buffing. Want to make quick progress inside.
Dear John Queen
Time to finish this.
Yes, it is. Time to finish this. Time to try to get to Neverwinter. But if we have this and then some kind of a lizard camp, this looks like a sizable negative energy trap. Don't want to trigger those. They'll drain stats if nothing else.
Time to finish this.
Zombie warriors.
Let's see what
Oh. And large Kilgar. Let's go. These buffs won't last forever. What exactly is wrong with Kilgar? Probably another group of enemies that attack them. Loots here.
Master of the Fifth Tower, you grace me with your presence.
Yes, I am certain. The raising of the army and the attacks on Fort Locke, how do they proceed?
There have been complications, my lord. One of our disciples near Fort Locke has been slain. It shall not affect our plans at the fort, nor the raising of our troops. Our power runs strong here. The war our master pursued here so long ago still fuels our magic. Our enemies shall not prevail.
As long as Neverwinter is occupied, then you have served me, and through me, your master.
We are all in the service of the King of Shadows, Lord Garius. Sometimes we forget he is all around us, and there are no ranks and hierarchies before him.
Think what you will, as long as you carry out my orders. Ah, it seems someone else has come to pay their respects, priest. Perhaps the same ones who slaughtered the priest at Fort Locke. I suggest you deal with them before you share the same fate.
Yes.
Time to finish this. I will destroy you! One mistake and you're mine.
To battle!
There really doesn't seem to be anything to loot here. But we're getting a decent amount of experience out of these, so... Fedor Priest. Zombie Adventures. this could be bad. Might be better to go after the priest. Decoy. Freeze, get freeze. Yeah. Certain type of environments seem to be very vulnerable to the odd movement. The pathfinding does not account for certain type of things in the environment. You have to manually take them into consideration, maneuver around them. Mozart's Pact is one quest wrapped up.
He's liking things on. Who's for a fight? Come on!
Enemies approach. Be prepared.
For fuck's
I'll
sake,
take the lead.
people.
Yes! Everybody, follow me!
Shadow Priest Journal. Countless soldiers slain by my master so long ago rest in the soil of these ruins. As I exhume the bodies and confer upon them the blessing of eternal servitude to our cause, I cannot help but feel a great delight. These men once drew their swords against the rightful ruler of all things, and now they awake to serve the very same king they defied in life. I cannot help but wonder if the citizens of Highcliffe and Fort Lock will recognize their kin in the bone-white faces of my troops. I shall know the answer in less than a week's time, as my forces are nearly ready to march. Blessed be our great king.
I'll take the lead.
Nimble boots. Sturdy +3. Hmm, wouldn't it? I think I'll use them because it'll help with the armor class situation. It'd be better for Nishka.
Time to finish this.
Kilkofim Safin.
One mistake and you're mine.
Bonaparte.
So our last buffs make steady progress at this point.
Bonaparte.
Ooh. We're definitely going to get a level up out of completing this quest. No doubts about that.
The land is against you. The land is against you.
can I help?
I'll take the lead. Time to finish this.
Not that big of an area. It's actually a little bit smaller than I thought.
One mistake and you're mine.
This should be the last hallway. Ooh. A lot of zombies.
Tis night and goes on.
And suddenly zombie warriors right on top of us. Well, there isn't much I can do at this point.
I'll
They're powerful enough to hack through my defenses, but I can still tank them for a while.
I think we've had enough of this one.
Skeletal corpse. That's nothing. So it's like looks like the final room,
Sure, I can do that.
and their lizard folk clearly moving inside. Right, so mission accomplished. What do I have? Reduced strength. Shit. Negative energy. Very dangerous. I wonder if I want to change my appearance a little bit. I don't like the robe, for example. The sword, I suppose, is just fine. There's nothing particularly wrong with it. Helmet is probably the one thing that I would like to change almost every time we have something like that. I mean, the NPCs or companions we have do not show helmets. I do. I can disable it through another means, but I think this is a good enough of a compromise. These headbands, for example, don't look bad at all, but some helmets are just ridiculous looking. Now to robe. I think it's basically all clothing. There are very few styles, and then there's just color variations of the same style. Red robes might be a thing. I mean, we're planning to be a red wizard. Just want to look through my options. We're not a red wizard yet, though. And it's clearly warlock. Very, very revealing. What is this? Ooh, fancy dress. We have red fancy dresses. No. It's more of an armor robe. This is definitely a red wizard robe, no doubt about it. 77. Jesus Christ, how many of them are? 103 now. Ah, although this includes all the color variations. There are not nearly that many different models. British fancy dress. Okay, how many? 140. What the fuck is this? This looks ridiculous. No. Yeah, this is. I think here we are at custom robes. Not sure about this. But these, yeah, probably yes, because I can see nipples. Yeah, someone had a. Yeah, this certainly looks like something. Might be fitting for shaman or some kind of tribal. But not all of these are bad. Yeah, okay. This is definitely some kind of slave costume, more like very chainmail bikini. And this is Neverwinter Nights costume. I think this might not be bad. Exotic dress. Can I get it in red? 178. Ah, we can even get it with a spellbook. That is nice. That is very nice. 179. Revealing breast. That's a bit too much. Something like this might not be bad either. Except for midriff showing. Okay, what 79 was my favorite. Because it's a dress, also has the spellbook. Costs 94 gold. Take it. There is a danger in doing this. I think certain things cannot be just. What it does is create a new item of that type and switch over the abilities. But I don't think everything can be switched over like that. So there's a possibility that certain things will be lost if you do it. Any changes to the appearance of a weapon will result in it being reverted to basic metal. It will no longer be adamantine, etc. Do not modify the appearance of weapons created from specialty metal or you will lose the special property. Yeah. That's not going to be too much of a problem. Yeah, I like it. Fancy dress with a spellbook. Don't like the cloak though, it really doesn't fit the dress. Like really doesn't. I probably want something, well, not this, but something more fancy like. Not sure if I want a black cloak. With cloaks, there aren't that many models, it's more about choose your color. Smallish red cloak, maybe. Black isn't bad, it goes with our hair quite nicely. And the markings on the white dress. A long white cloak isn't bad either. Okay, I'll take it. Now, let's murder some lizardlings. Slan! Why you bring warmbloods here? His warmbloods different. Fight well. Have honor. Slan, bring them to see Chief. You bring them to our Chief? Slan has been lied to by warmbloods. They will kill Slan, kill Chief, kill us all. You would have been dead if I hadn't come along. We must go warn Chief. Be ready for Warmbloods fight. Warn clan. Okay. Slan honors bargain. You save Slan's warriors. Slan now takes you to Chief. We go. I'm ready. Let's go.
Slan, you bring these warm bloods to our lair? Why?
They say Slan's warriors fought with Slan against the dead who walk. In return, only ask to speak to Chief, and Slan honors bargain.
Slan is foolish, but bargain cannot be broken. What do you want, warm blood?
I want you to stop attacking Highcliff ships.
No. This is our new home, and warm bloods always hunt our kind if they live on our lands.
I see I'm wasting my time. Killing you will be faster.
Clan bring fools to chief. Clan must now defend clan. Kill the warm bloods.
Abio Nova.
Well, I don't disagree with him. Hopefully I can at least put some protection up before I'm getting slaughtered. Excellent. Now would be a good time to do your ridiculous overpowered casting thing. This is the one situation where it's actually the thing to do. Haste.
Enemies are near.
If Eleni succeeds, the fight is over. Paralyzed.
Let us press the attack. Enemies approach. Be prepared.
And then everyone died. I might die too, though. That Shaman was a little bit of a troublesome thing, but other than that, we're fine. Helmet. Something I can't identify. Well, well, well. Well, 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 well. Major circuit of blasting. Searing light. 3 use per day. Not particularly useful for us. I suppose it's strong against undead. We're probably better off just selling it. Major circle plants seem to be very valuable. Okay. Ooh, this is a fairly sizable cave.
Lijken van zand. Lijken van zand. Dear John Queedy there.
All done. Sure, I can do that.
Feel free to do it. Ooh. Halberd +1 Ravager. Which means sonic damage 1d6. Not a lot, but +1 weapon with sonic damage.
Sure, I can do that.
It's fairly valuable, at least a few thousand coin.
Time to finish this.
We got to level up.
Dear John Queedy there.
Way to escape. I think I don't want to escape yet. And we came here to fix the problem. I'm sure killing the leader fixed it already. However, experience, loot. Since we already started the murdering here, we might see it through.
Time to finish this.
I'm more interested in the loot than anything else. These aren't. I don't want to farm experience points. Charm person. Chicken style.
Lijken van zand.
Seems like a large fight.
Fair play, and all within it.
Well, these guys don't really have much of a chance. There's a couple of larger rooms still left. White's Morningstar.
Yes.
WHY. This is Heart of Beast. Divine Power, single use. That's
Yes.
Divine Power allows you to act as a warrior of your level. one of the reasons why clerics make incredibly powerful classes. You have your spell casting, you have decent health, you have decent armor, decent combat skill, and on top of that,
Time to
you
finish
can
this.
just use a spell and you're just as good as a warrior. Kukri and heavy crossbow. Mishka seems to be constantly being left behind, and I don't get why. Minor gasp.
Lijken van zaan. Bonaparte. Bonaparte.
Flash is against you.
Give me a moment. This will all be
Shrieking.
I'll take the lead.
Kilkofin Safi.
Time to finish this.
They should be the last lizardmen. Okay. Hopefully you don't regret coming here. You usables. Couple of magic items. Here, +1. Thousands and thousands of gold worth right there. Sky, long sword. Potion cure serious wounds.
Lijken van zaan.
Anywho, mission accomplished.
I think we got enough of this one.
Don't think they have much of a chance. Mishka might go down. She's the only one. Not bad. Not at all.
Let's see what they're made of! Take that!
Nature will have its say.
Okay, I think it's pretty safe to say that there's not going to be much of a lizardman threat to High Cliff anymore. deadly arrow. Looks like this goes to the road, and that's pretty much it. One little nook here anymore. Is that it? I think that's it. So passage to Neverwinter finally secured. And naturally we need to report our successes with the minor quests. I think there's at least 3 of them. The children, the back pay, and missing husband. More lizardmen. Good crap. Okay, switching spells. Fierce laughter. I don't think there's any point in getting sleep anymore. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be especially effective. It might work here and there, so it's at 6. Right. I'll report the success with the lizardmen last. I might trigger the move. What was that? Hmm. Any sign of my employers? They were killed by an evil cleric and raised as his undead minions. Here's the pay they had set aside for you. Really? How awful. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Here, take some of the gold for yourself. You earned it. Thank you. I need to be going now. Well, thanks for the help. I'm off. May your journey go well. I'm sure it will. Now, tell Junie the truth. I don't see William with you. Have you not found him yet? Break promise. William's alive, but he refuses to come back. He was running away from you. Running from me? The man has responsibilities. He can't just walk away from them. It's a nasty situation, because naturally you shouldn't walk away from your responsibilities, but at the same time you can't be blackmailed into an incredibly shitty relationship where you're unhappy just because you have responsibilities. You can handle your responsibilities without being attached to someone who makes you unhappy. Looks like he already did. No. What will you do now? Where is he? Where is that coward? To think that I was so worried about his well-being. Hmm. He has a camp near Highcliffe Castle. Oh, he is he? Thank you for being honest with me. It's more than what that coward would grant me. Here, take this. I think what you've told me is worth the gold. I'll be beating the money out of William's hide when I find him. Yeah, that's why he left. You're an abusive companion. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a wayward husband to catch. Poor William, even if he made a run for Icewind Dale, it still wouldn't be far enough. Anyway, what reward did we get? Can I see? He got 200 gold. Old William got what was coming to him. Wouldn't catch some dwarf husband scuttling off like that, hiding from his wife. It would have been best if William had simply had the courage to tell her on his own. If you love someone, you tell them your feelings. If not, you still owe them the same courtesy.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And where's the final pair? Thank you so much for finding the boys. Andrew just returned home. Zakan and I owe you so much. Again, you've shown me the meaning of courage. Ilmater bless you. There's a reward for this, I hope. Without a question. What you have done, Geran, I owe you the lives of our entire family. Andrew shall be raised to the same honor and character that you possess. He will learn from your deeds. Are you sure that's such a good idea? I don't understand. What do you mean by that? From talking with the children, it sounds as though you've been telling them tall tales. Just what have you been telling him, Zakan? This is rather embarrassing. I want my son to grow up with the courage that I lack. I was hoping that he'd find it in a role model. Zakan, you fool! You truly believe that of yourself? The two of us are going to need to have a little talk. I should be going. Please, accept this gift from the two of us. We are forever in your debt. Thank you. That's very generous of you. This amulet was handed down to my father, and from my father to myself. It has not seen any use for 3 generations now. I entrust it to you. We won't take up any more of your time. Thank you again for bringing Andrew back. He will forever be in our prayers. 3 points toward good. Is the amulet any good? Constitution and will saving throw. Well, it's just fine. Vitality.
Yes.
Everybody, follow me!
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes. Level up.
How can I help?
Definitely Ranger. Now. Archery combat style. Yes. Combat style archery. rapid shot, combat style, ranger, archery. We need point blank shot. It's a must have. Character with this feat negates the -4 penalty for using missile weapons in melee and gains an additional +1 to attack and damage with ranged weapons when the target is within 15. Now she doesn't have to switch weapon constantly.
I am listening.
Good. For you.
Yeah?
I'm ready if you need me.
They become a red wizard, an eldritch knight, or a wizard. I suppose we should take the red wizard. No, I don't want to. The thing is, the moment we take this, we lose our illusion spells, and currently we're relying very heavily on it to actually stay alive. So, how are we gonna do this? I suppose we can raise Eldritch Knight. It will not harm our spell progression at this point anymore. Or bring Wizard forward. It provides extra Wizard bonus feats. I think I'll go up with Eldritch Knight. I mean, the bonus to attack certainly would be welcome. Third level damage spell, maybe. Protection from energy wouldn't hurt. Last 24 hours. Was there a protection from archery? Arrows. I think I'll take this. Um, yeah. We might be able to just buy this, but it's something that I don't want to leave to chance. It's a fairly good protection, much better than the ghostly visit provides, but only against arrows. The thing is, I think we're gonna enter into an area where arrows are a very standard weapon. Not sure if I want to go with fire spells though. I mean with fireball. Maybe something else. Scintillating Spear. You unleash a crackling electric projectile that explodes upon all within an area of effect for 1d6 points of electric damage. Per caster level to a maximum of 10d6. Rage. I don't recall what the rage does. The big thing is that it provides certain type of immunities for a short while. I'll take the attack spell. Might take Keen Edge too. No, just take damage. Protection from arrows. I'll switch these around a little bit. Sometimes you lose the last spell learned if something happens, like one of our items probably providing us a bonus spell. So I don't want the protection from arrows to be lost accidentally. I'd much rather lose... What exactly do we have here? Precious Gives Laughter. Um, Same here, I'll take the scintillating spear and hit. Right. Did
Everyone,
you
follow
learn?
me.
Foundation of Stone. Subject is immune to knockdown effects for the duration of the spell, but moves at greatly reduced speed. Something to use when getting knocked down is a major problem. Stone Skin, definitely. Amazingly good protection spell at this point. Damage reduction 10/adamantine. Spell absorbs 10 points of melee damage per caster level to a maximum of 100 before collapsing. It's quite a substantial hit point
I'm
buffer.
ready if you need me.
So, we're done. And we can finally travel to Neverwinter. I'll do the equipment management in Neverwinter. I just want to get there this time. I've killed the lizard folk chieftain. Attack should stop now. We must ensure that the lizard folk do not return. I will gather the men and lead an attack on their lair to drive away any who remain. Just be careful, they're excellent warriors. Yes, we must plan carefully. Thank you for the warning. Now then, I believe you've been rather eager to be on your way to Neverwinter. I shall have all available men help with the repairs of the Double Eagle. I have much to do, but I shall meet you on the docks when you are ready to leave. Ah, there you are. We took up a collection here in the village and have a surprise for you. There's enough there to pay for your passage to Neverwinter. It's not a lot, but you've done so much that we had to find some way to show our appreciation. I'd also like you to have this armor. It's been in our village for generations and hasn't seen much use. I thought you might be able to put it to better use. I'll put it to good use, my thanks.
I'm overloaded.
Humble rewards from a grateful village. Thank you again. Now, I believe you have a ship to board. Safe travels to you. Yes, it's time to continue on to Neverwinter. My stomach's already started churning. How long is this trip? Oh, do be quiet, Kelgar. Enjoy the waves while you can. I'll say, it'll be nice to travel without being hunted for once.
The shard you have found, show it to me. Yes, Sierra? Sierra? Is that what you sought? No, it is much more. Forget the betrayer. Forget our vengeance. These shards, they must all be found. Whatever forces you need, we shall grant you, but these shards must be ours. Of course, Sierra. It shall be done.
Dalrin, Lord Dalrin now, I hear.
Who's there?
Come now. You remember? Has it really been so long?
You... But you died at the battle at West Harbor.
Delayed, perhaps. My imprisonment was most distressing. But dead? Now how could I die with so much left unfinished? And there is so much more left to do.
So the plot thickens.
So this is Neverwinter? Suppose it's passable for a city built by human. Can't say I care for it though. You want a proper city, you build down, not up.
This place feels unnatural. The wood and stone, it's as if they've been silenced.
I wish you'd both be silent. The entire trip was just one long whine from the two of you.
Oh, me stomach feels funny. This boat rocks like a baby's cradle.
This water is so unnatural and deep, not like the swamp of dead people I grew up in. Not that I've got great memories of this place, but it's home. So, where are we going first?
My uncle's inn should be close by. Let's head there first.
Not sure I can stomach any food yet. A stiff drink and a good tavern brawl, on the other hand. I say lead the way. Besides, I'd welcome a stable bed after being trapped on that filthy excuse for a boat.
Sunken flag. Armor smith, weaponsmith, city watch. District exit to the back alley.
Well now, what can I do for you? Bit of venom for the belly, perhaps? Or maybe a tankard or two to shave the edge off your day.
I'm looking for my Uncle Duncan.
Uncle Duncan? That sounds a bit familiar. If you're here to collect on some debt, I'll tell you that Duncan's a drunk fool without 2 coppers to his name.
Dagon sent me.
Dagon, eh? So the time's come, has it? Trouble's chasing on your heels, and you barely know why. Suppose Dagon told you less than half of what you need to know, then sent you packing. Don't take it hard. Done it to me twice in my life. All for good reason. I can probably guess why you're here, but why don't you go ahead and tell me anyway?
Dagon told me to seek you out, that you might know something of the silver shards recovered from the battle at West Harbor.
Oh, did he? Nothing more than I did years ago. Plain silver near as we could tell. You and those shards were all that were left of that West Harbor battle.
Duncan, I thought you said that shard was magic, didn't you?
Trace of an enchantment on it is what that eel sand said, but nothing of importance. Probably residue from demon's fire, or maybe wizard magic.
Demon's fire? Sounds important to me.
And that, Sal, is why you are cleaning tables and I own this place. Those shards were magic, yes, a trace. But again, it was sand. And he's a fool. Anyway, barely worth mentioning. More sentimental value than anything else. That really why you came all this way? To hear about your mother?
My mother? What does she have to do with this?
Yeah, your mother, Esmeralda. Since you were asking about the shards. What, Dagon's still keeping that inside? It's a wonder he doesn't crack down the middle. But you know, I have no call to say that. I think that's why he buried that first shard, and gave the other one to me.
How are the shards and my mother related?
I think you might have been better off being raised by wolves if Dagon didn't share that. There's a lot I'm sure he never told you. But listen, it's his place to tell you, not mine. He'll tell you when he's ready, I think. But it's best you hear it from him. Let's stick to the shards for now.
I brought another shard. It's definitely magic.
You brought it here? Dug it up from those ruins? Now why in the nine hells would you go digging up the past like that? Look, and listen. There's no good in picking up history's bones, especially where that warlock's concerned. I heard the tales, and Dagon told me what happened at West Harbor that night.
Can I see the other shard?
Here. I've always kept it close for some reason. Didn't want to leave it out of my sight. Seemed unremarkable. But I find that sometimes time will tell. Had Sand examine it a long time ago, but he turned up nothing.
Maybe with two of them, he might get a better reading from it.
Well, it's worth a shot. But don't pay him any coin in advance, that's all I'll say. In fact, that viper would be best off...
Ah, it seems I've arrived just in time to deflect the usual barrage of slander from the local innkeeper.
Sand.
Yes, it is good to see you're still sober enough to recognize me, Duncan. Past the stale beer, vinegar, faint sweat, failed aspirations, unwashed tunic. I thought perhaps you had already had one tankard too many for the day, but... Why, your guest here has the smell of a harbourman about them. Faint, but there. I thought Duncan was keeping company too good for him. Now I see I was right. Duncan, you could learn a few things from your guest.
Still passing off those 2 copper fairweather charms to the locals, Sand?
You have no appreciation for my talents, and after all I've done for you. To think you could survive a fortnight without my ale purgative. Why, you would be buried in the tombs with the rest of the Neverwinter traitors. A betrayer of barkeepers everywhere. But enough about you and your adventurous exploits on the tavern floor. I heard my name mentioned, and oddly enough, almost in a tone that suggested I could help.
This here's Kin.
I'm not really seeing the family resemblance.
And we need your help concerning the shard. Both of them.
Shard? That chunk of silver you showed me so long ago? I do hope you're not going to try to pawn it to me again. I am no longer interested. Besides, as I recall, you said the piece of junk had sentimental value, which upon viewing your establishment is perfectly understandable. Besides, didn't your uncle or cousin or brother or whatever make off with the other shard? I thought you only had one now.
It found its way back, so to speak. We need you to look at both of them again. Properly this time.
Oh, very well. Give them here and let me see what my keen arcane senses can determine. Well, it seems to have some resentment to being scryed. That is quite different than last time. Are you sure these are the same shards? The power in them? Why, it's definitely stronger than last time. Much stronger.
Oh, so now they're magical. I'm not paying you for 2 failed divinations, you charlatan.
It's not a matter of divination, you one-tankard drunk. There is something about these shards. Without knowing their history, even my considerable talents cannot unlock their mysteries.
Are there any wizards or mages that could help us?
Taking them to any other wizard in town would be useless until we learn more about their past. You need a sage, and you need them examined quickly, so...
How could you not sense the magic in those shards? Can tell by just holding them.
Because he's incompetent?
Duncan, the more I speak to your kin here, it's evident where the sense in the family went. Since you seem to have been given all the brains of the family, I'll be honest with you, I don't know. But I do know the shards did not have the same strength the first time I examined them. There could be something about you that causes them to resonate, but I have no idea why that would be.
So who would know the shard's history?
You could try and speak to Aldenon. but I don't think you'd have much luck reaching him. The Black Lake District is closed down. Algernon lives in the Black Lake District, you see, and now he's trapped there. The Watch has it locked tight. No one going in or out, no messages in or out, even for the nobles that used to live there. Quite cryptic, really.
Why?
I heard about that. Lord Dalrin was killed, wasn't he? I've heard rumors, but no official word of what happened.
As have I. Not only are the Watch not talking about it, but they even called in the Cloak Tower mages to investigate, which means sorcery or demons were at work.
Demons? Closest I've ever come to demons is Dagon's tales about the battles down south near West Harbor, when there was that trouble with the King of Shadows.
So how do I meet with Algernon?
Well, if you're not a member of the Watch, or know a secret route into Black Lake, then you're out of luck. So it seems like you have no choice but to let me examine the shards at my leisure. I'll need to hold on to them, of course.
Wait, Watch or secret route? Not bad ideas. Either way, the coin lands. Hell, there's Marshal Cormac. He's currently at the City Watch Post, and I know he's in bad need of an extra sword arm down at the docks.
Cormac from Fort Lock.
Yes, I heard he got back to Neverwinter recently. Surprised he even made it with the troubles I've heard around Fort Lock.
Trust me, you don't know the half of it.
Cormac's a harborman too. And folks of the harbor are as close to kin as you can get out of the mare. He might be able to take you into the Watch. And from there, speaking to Algernon shouldn't be too hard.
Is there any other way?
If you want to find another route into the Black Lake District, that means dealing with other folks that try to control the docks. Moya and her gang.
Oh, there's an idea, Duncan. They probably were behind the Watch closing the Black Lake District in the first place.
Not my first choice, but if I had to speak to her, how would I?
Well, she's got thugs all over the docks. But finding one who can get you to her?
There's Caleb. He used to try to get me to pay him gold for protection before I told him about the wards I'd inscribed on the building that caged the Guardian Elementals. Long story, but quick resolution.
Caleb, maybe. But I don't trust that harbor rat to give you a fair deal. And the price will be steep, in bodies or coin. He doesn't like being the only one with blood on his hands.
Doesn't sound like someone we should put our faith in.
Obviously, you've never dealt with the Watch in Neverwinter, Kelgar. Dealing with Caleb is probably our best chance.
Still, the chances are simply talking to Caleb will make you want to kill him, so it seems a clear win to me. If you do speak to him, though, be sure to do it downwind.
Okay, so the Watch or the local criminal gang? We're probably going to go with the Watch, even though it's very against our nature, because just because we're on the side of government doesn't mean we're the good guys or the lawful guys. There's a chance of corruption, and two, I very much like to get closer to the local holders of power. Having connections could benefit me quite greatly. If I go with the underside of society, that might create connections too, but it might also create very powerful enemies who would be obligated to try to counter me. So I think I'll try to go with the Watch. Try to keep up appearances. So joining the Watch or upholding the law or descending into crime?
That's pretty much how it stands. You can find Cormac in the Watch Post near the Dolphin Bridge that leads to the Merchant Quarter. He needs help, so it shouldn't be much of a tough sell to join up.
Caleb should be lounging around the corner east along the main road. Just follow the smell. If you want to join with him, he'll probably ask you to hurt or kill someone, so be warned.
I'll mark both on your map. Help you get your bearings.
Well, you can certainly find your way into trouble from here. Me, I will head back to my lonely merchant existence. Should you need my expertise, simply ask. But just in case, bring a great deal of gold as well.
Well, there you have it. Talk to Caleb or Cormac. Cormac is at the Watch Post near the Dolphin Bridge. Caleb should be lounging down the street east along the main road. The docks don't see too much of the arcane. I guarantee your talents can make an impact, for or against the Watch. But while you're here, feel free to make yourself at home. Also, any friend of yours is a friend of mine. Your companions are welcome to stay here as well. Even if you're off on some other journey like the one that sent you here. They're all welcome to make themselves at home whenever they're not traveling with you. That way you'll know where to find them if you need their help later. Sound good?
Alright, I'm off to try to get access to Black Lake. Okay, Duncan is allowing you to stay at the Flagon during your stay in Neverwinter City. There are 3 crafting stations available for use in a room in the back. Also, when they're not traveling with you, your companions will await you here in the Sunken Flat. At this point when we leave, the game is going to start asking who do you want to take with you, and we could just leave everyone behind and then go on our way solo. I don't have any particular desire to try to play this through solo because, well, it's certainly plausible. The game isn't that tough, and if you're good at using your resources, you'll get through it. However, there's a lot of effort being put into companions and some interaction with them. There's also the influence system, so you're basically throwing all that away if you play solo. So I'm not gonna do that. Bishop. Who are you?
If I wanted a wench, I'd go to the local brothel.
Ah, fuck you too. Okay, I'll end things here. We're going to have to take a look around the city, talk to Marshal Cormac. He promises a reward anyway. Make some contacts with the security force of the city. Maybe see if we can get some extra side quests, things like that.